Hello everybody, my name is Ethan. Welcome back to the Go Battle League, where today we are hopping into the Ultra League for our annual Ultra League video. Yes, it's kind of funny, our annual Ultra League video. Last year, we did a team of Togekiss, Empoleon, and Gallade, but now we have a new team here of Alolan Muck, Machamp, and that Giratina Altered. But we have a couple interesting little guys on our team, a couple of interesting little quirks that we have made to our team. First of all, we're running the Poison Jab variant of Alolan Muck. It's a little bit, it really depends on what you need, right, on your team. What do you want? What do you want your Alolan Muck to do? Do you want it to be a little bit more damage heavy, or do you want it to be a little bit more charge move heavy? That's a little bit more fast move, a little more charge move. That's basically what you're doing. But we also run Payback on our Machamp here. We are going to be throwing this Dark Pulse against this Charizard here. This match is a very awesome match. We're going to end up swapping into our Giratina, not knowing that they do have the Dragon Breath variant of Charizard. Obviously, Charizard and all of the starters got all of their Community Day moves in that last event, that Rocket event or whatever that was. So we got to watch out for that. This Charizard has a little bit more positive of a matchup because it has that Dragon Breath. They're going to opt to shield here, but we were only one Shadow Claw away from the next Dragon Claw, so we are going to be able to throw this one and pressure the last shield or the KO. We do get the KO there, and they're going to be swapping back in the wall rain. We can honestly get to another Dragon Claw, but instead we CMP tie. I'm going to opt to let this go because we got rid of Machamp's hardest counter in this matchup, being that flying type. But instead, they're going to swap in the Ghost type, another obvious wall in the usual games. But because we have Payback, how much do you think this is going to do? Are they going to shield it? They do not, and it does 60% damage to this Giratina. And we have a couple more paybacks in this video, at least. And so, yeah, it's always satisfying when you get the payback off. And we're going to end up shielding this one, and we're going to opt to throw the Acid Spray, though I definitely should have thrown one more Poison Jab and gone for the Dark Pulse. That's just hindsight is 2020. Definitely should have done that. That would have pressured last shield and made this last little match here a lot easier. We're going to end up getting a counter through there, meaning if they had 100 energy here, they would not have been able to do anything. So, because that move always gets through. Definitely shouldn't have shielded the Dragon Claw there, though, because this wall rain could have possibly had a back-to-back or something like that stored, because they get to those Icicle Spears just so quickly. We're going to see another interesting pick. This is one of the things I like to do in the Ultra League. You get to see a lot of the more interesting picks, such as Giratina, but also Tapu Fini, a very interesting little Pokemon. They're going to try and swap into the Melmetal, but we have a very, very good answer to Melmetal in the back, and that's going to be our Machamp. That's going to be able to throw these cross chops. Now, a lot of people, when they run the payback, also like to run the Rock Slide, but I do not, because you have to have something that is a little bit more spammy, a little more low energy cost to throw out here. And it's also a stab. It's a stab move, so you're always going to get a lot of good out of cross chop there. One of the things I learned is cross chop is the same energy as Brick Break, but 25 damage more. That's just one of the interesting things about cross chop. And that kind of tells you how bad of a move Brick Break is, right? They're swapping back in the Tapu Fini. They actually end up throwing that Surf there, which I don't think was the best idea there. They probably should have just ended up farming down because, I don't know, would have probably been a better idea for them. They throw in the Venusaur, so I know this game's already finished. We did, unfortunately for this trainer, have a hard counter in the front, have a hard counter on the safe swap, and have a hard counter in the back. So I'm sorry about that, trainer. You probably think that the game devs are really killing you right now. They're going to swap in a wall rain, and we have another really positive lead followed by another positive safe swap here. And we do have a very awesome backline that does have good matchups against pretty much every mon. So we do have something that can do pretty well. They're going to end up throwing two Icicle Spears here, so I do end up shielding the first one. I know that two will end up killing me, or KOing me. Sorry, not killing me. So I am going to opt to shield the first one, because the second one is going to do same amount of damage, but I do get a little bit more farm. Just had to shield one of them there, and I opted to shield the first one because it didn't really matter. They are going to swap into Cresselia here, and we get to another payback. Do you think they're going to end up shielding this one? And if so, well, as you can see, it was only a great throw there, which kind of sucks because I was so excited to do it, so I got a little too excited and accidentally swiped up too far on my phone. So only did about 50%, but that was a great throw, so it probably would have done about 60 to 65% if we got that excellent there. We're going to be swapping throwing back in our Alolan Muck. Nothing here is going to really want me to, or make me want to shield here. The Moonblast obviously is going to hit for neutral, because the dark typing is super effective, but the poison typing resists, so it results in a neutral matchup, and we have a really, really good end matchup here. Giratina is just able to counter any of the starters, right, because we just do so well against them. And they're definitely going to leave this match, and here's a little mistake on the editing portion of this video, guys. I ended up forgetting to not, quadruple times the speed of this, so that was a little bit of a mistake on my part. But it gives me the chance here while we're farming down this Swampert and Cresselia to tell you that I am going to be doing some Scarlet and Violet Pokemon videos. When the game comes out, I'm going to be doing tutorials, and I'm going to be gameplay, walkthrough, playthrough, best teams, stuff like that. And I'm also maybe going to be doing some speculation videos if you guys want that. There have been a ton of leaks about the game, and I want to speculate a little bit more about it. I am so excited for its release, and you'll be getting so much content related to Scarlet and Violet when it comes out. That's all about Scarlet and Violet, though. Let's hop back into this next match. We don't have the best lead here, especially because we're running Poison Jab. So we're going to safe swap Giratina. They end up safe swapping a Charmer here, which isn't the best for Giratina, but I want to show you guys something. You'll start to notice something. These Shadow Sneaks actually do a decent chunk to Primarina, and we're going to be able to get to the next one, and I'm going to tell you right now, if that Charm right there didn't sneak through and I ended up throwing an extra Shadow Claw, this matchup might have been flipped. I don't want to say it 100% would have been, but look at that. That's one Shadow Claw worth of damage. That is one Shadow Claw worth of damage. They may have thrown, they may have done something else, but low battery here. The Psychic, don't really have to worry about the Psychic, right? Not a big deal, but yeah, that matchup might have been flipped. So Giratina, Dragon type, winning against a Charmer or a Fairy type. That's a very interesting thought. They are running Garchomp, which is a very interesting pick in the Ultra League. Usually you see this in the Master League. They're going to throw the Earth Power. I decided to put it all on Machamp's back, and them not switching out tells me they do not have a hard counter to Machamp in the back, which means I might be able to win this one. Obviously, I believe it is still the Melmetal that we saw in the beginning, so they're definitely going to want to throw the Earth Power here, but they're not throwing anything else, which makes me think they don't have enough energy for the Earth Power, the next one here. They're swapping in Melmetal here, and I'm going to have 3 cross chops basically banked here. Definitely should have thrown a counter there. Definitely throw a counter if you're in my position, because they're always going to be getting that extra Thunder Shock there. Regardless, so you might as well just get in a little bit extra energy for yourself there. We're going to be throwing the 3rd cross chop in a row, get both shields, and we're going to be able to farm down here. Now, I believe the only move that's going to hit me for the hardest now left in the game is going to be the Superpower, because I'm able to farm down this Melmetal, I'll be able to throw a cross chop and win CMP tie against a Garchomp. But the first Superpower you always want to shield, because it's going to do more damage than the second one or the third one or the fourth one, because it always drops that attack. Now we're going to be throwing this cross chop and winning the game. I know I've been talking a little bit about that dang Garchomp, but that Melmetal and its superpowers, but let's go into the last game here. We have a very interesting game against a Shadow Machamp, a nice little Pokemon. I love Machamp in the Ultra League. It's one of my favorite Mons, and it's actually one of my favorite Mons overall, Shadow Machamp. I've never made one, but I definitely should. I did make that Shadow Machop, though, that you did see in the Baby Cup video that I posted. That video did very good, so I'm hoping this video does similar to that. We're definitely going to be titling it Payback Machamp or something like that, because that's what we are running. I mean, it's pretty interesting. They're swapping in a Drapion, but Drapion doesn't have only has Aqua Tail. Obviously, those crunches aren't going to be doing very much. But if they had Sludge Bomb, I think this would have been a little bit better of a matchup for them. And the other thing is, our Machamp isn't Shadow, meaning it's going to tank these charge moves that it throws a little bit better. So we are going to end up going for the Cross Chop here. They're going to opt to let it go and save their shields for the next. But we do have a decent little chunk of health on our Machamp now. And we are going to be seeing their Shadow Machamp come back in. They don't want to see a cross chop, so they're going to end up throwing their energy here. But we do have a very good answer to a Machamp in the back, being our Giratina. If it doesn't have Payback, there's nothing that it can really do here. They're trying to catch here on the Trevenant, and this game is over. I can already tell you guys this game is 100% over, because we have a Alolan Muck that's going to hard wall this Trevenant. You cannot throw Seed Bomb, the poison type resists it, and you cannot throw a Shadow Claw or a Shadow Ball without it being resisted, right? We're going to end up throwing the Dark Pulse here, because we got the first shield from the Acid Spray. We're looking for a KO here. They end up shielding once again, but we are going to be very, very close to farming down this Trevenant here. They're going to throw a Seed Bomb. I don't see a point of shielding our Alolan Muck at this stage of the game. They're going to have to throw a Shadow Ball to really pressure us here. But Giratina is obviously going to do super effective with our own Shadow Claws. And they swap back in Machamp. We have 2 shields. There's no way that they can win this match anymore. And this is going to be a good game. If you didn't enjoy these battles, please let me know in the comment section below. I love playing this game, and I hope you do too. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe, give me a like, and comment which one was your favorite battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Thanks, guys.